There. Oh my God. I don't know how to read. Hello. Thank you again for wasting your time and tuning in. Tay's off Instagram for a while, and I don't check my Instagram too often. If you're listening to this, please do us a favor by clicking the share icon and share us on social media. Thank you so much for our friends who have been sharing the channel with their friends. And if you're new here, please consider following. Happy holidays, and here's the episode.
Welcome to Waste Your Time Wisely podcast.
Yay!
All right. Hello, Ryan. Hello, everybody. This is our Christmas episode.
Christmas! I got excited.
Christmas is tomorrow because this is being released on Tuesday. So whenever you're listening to this, hopefully on the day of.
Oh, wow.
Happy Christmas and other holidays to everybody listening. Mr. Ryan, do you have any good Christmas plans?
Christmas plans? Yeah. I'm going to go snowboarding. I'm going to go see some snow and shred the gnar.
When's the last time you went snowboarding?
I think it's been about 2 years. It's been a while. It has definitely been a while. So excited going up to Mammoth. There's some snow there. Not a whole bunch, but enough to do some gnar shredding.
Do you take a while to get back into the groove, or you get it back after like 1 or 2 runs?
Oh, I'm a very I slowly get into it. I don't just like jump into like double black diamonds. Nah. No. I'll take my time.
Okay. I usually go to like the bunny slope and I mess around. I like spin around and I butter and I nose butter and see where I could go.
Oh, you're buttery. Wow.
I'm buttery. It's like one of the cool because it looks so cool, right? And it's so doable, low impact.
Yeah, buttery. Just spread it all over that sourdough. There you go.
Yeah, I can't do that's why I tell people when I try to teach them how to snowboard, I'm like, pretend you're like a butter knife going through a mountain of butter.
That I don't think I would learn anything if I was learning how to snowboard. You told me to be a butter knife.
Well, everybody tries to leaf down, and it like bothers me. I'm like, no, keep your goddamn lead foot down. But I don't say that.
No, you should put your foot down. No leafing. Leafing is bad. If you start leafing, that is a very bad habit. You need to get out of the habit of leafing. You'll never have a good time snowboarding.
Yeah, I think when you first start, like, I think it's natural. I think it's natural for people to catch speed and leaf, right? But
yeah,
you gotta get, backside, front side, backside, backslide, front side.
The faster you get out of leafing, though, the more, or I guess the faster you'll get to enjoying actually snowboarding.
Yeah, and I try to have people do jumps, but
Oh wow, what are you training? The like Olympic snowboarders over here? What are you doing?
No, there's like a little bunny slope jump, and then I try to get people to ride, those ride-on boxes. But I think it's all mental, because they're like, no, I'm like, you're just riding flat. Like it's not. I'm not asking you to do anything. Just ride on it.
Unless they go too slow and then they go on and just get stuck and meh.
No, because it's like I don't know. It's like if you get on, there's enough to get you off. Like you might not get off pretty, but you could easily, if you get on, because there's so much like momentum going that way, you're just gonna slide on it. But I think it's when people get up there, they freak out because they hear the sound and they lift their heels up and they fall on their ass, which I don't know, it is entertaining. But yes, going back to snowboarding, a couple of my friends just started snowboarding or since COVID. And they are not leafing, but they do their thing. And a lot of them are like,
nice.
Yeah, I'll keep up with you. I'm like, okay, you can try. Film me. See how close you could get. So I was talking about this with my friends. So if this is the spectrum of snowboarding where this is like really good, like the Nathan Solviches and the Chris Solviches of the world, and these are people who just started out, I think I'm here. And then I have some friends here and some friends here, right? But they're all married and don't go. So I either have to go with these people and just film, or these people and teach them.
I mean, why teach them? Just send them to ski school and enjoy your day.
There's this thing called what's that word? It's called
guilt.
Ego.
Oh,
I don't have
ego.
Guilt. Yeah.
What do you mean ego? Like
their ego. They're like, oh, I don't need school. I'm like,
oh God,
that ego.
If you've never skied or snowboarded, you need ski school. It's worth it. I mean, it's just worth it. Those people, that's their job, is to teach someone how to do this. Yeah, they're going to teach you how to do it.
And then you're with just people who are all new, right? Like you and I are in ski school. So
ski school is not all day. Also, like sometimes it's only like 3 hours. And if you're good enough after ski school, then go meet up with the buds.
Yeah, we did that in Mammoth once. So they did like a half a day of ski school, and the second half they met up with us. And then I kept
Perfect.
you know this friend, I kept egging him on, like, you're gonna keep up, right? You're gonna keep up, right? So I'm just gonna go down. So you're gonna keep up, right? And they're like, no, no, what I meant was all like we'll meet at the same. I'm like, no, you said you'll keep up, so keep up.
Better keep up.
I'm like, all right, switch. We'll keep up.
Oh, that's actually a good way to learn too. If you don't mind, doing your whole day in switch.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go more of snowboarding next time and you come back. But I always tell people just get used to how snow feels under your board or ski. It's not really a natural feeling. So once you get used to that, when I used to teach in Alaska, it was easy because it was all kids. And then
Hmm.
when I had to teach soldiers, I'm like, none of these motherfuckers are listening. I'm like, stop putting your hand back when you're falling. You're gonna break your wrist. They're like, but what if I fall? Then fall.
And fall.
Fall flat, like a wrestler, with your chin tucked in, so you don't hit the back of your stupid head on the stupid ice. So fall gracefully.
Oh, if you have never hit your head on ice, that is one quick way to make sure you will never go out without a helmet again.
Oh, once upon a time, I still don't wear a helmet, but I don't do as dangerous stuff anymore. But I was at Big Bear and I tried to front board a rail and I slipped off. I hit my head on the rail
Oh,
and
oh, dude.
it was, I'm sure it was loud for me. So I'm sure it was loud for everybody. And then at that time, I think it was chair 8 or chair 5, the lift stopped and everybody saw it and they're like, oh, and one guy asked me, dude, are you okay? And I remember like face down on the snow, just looking up. I'm chill. And then I just like slowly rode down. And my friend who I
Just
was with,
leafing.
I rode down, but my friend I was with, I'm like, I think I'm concussed, so make sure I don't fall asleep because. And he just we're watching Return of the Jedi, and he kept waking me up. I'm like, I'm gonna go eat Carl's Jr. But yeah, no, I haven't been hurt. I don't really try too big things. Like I do jumps, but they're little. And then if I'm doing a big jump, I have to like think about it and calculate it, see like the snow condition on the other side.
Which I think, yeah, as you should. You shouldn't just go
Oh,
for it.
until I was like 24, I just went for it.
Okay, whatever.
Someone groomed it.
I mean, I guess, but don't you want to see what's on the other side? And I was taught while dirt biking, if you're coming up on,
Dirt bike's different. Dirt bike's
you know,
different. There could be a cliff on the other side.
exactly. So like, don't ever just fucking, go for it. Always
Snowboarding,
check.
I'll peek from the top, right, and I'll see like people go off, and I'll kind of see like how long in there. But I mean, I used to go a lot more, so I used to go like 10, 12 times a season. I don't do that anymore. But anyway, yeah, we'll catch up on snowboarding again, and then some future thoughts. So, do you want me to do my weekly grief first, or would you like to
Oh,
go?
lead us into the weekly grief, and then I will give us a weekly summary of some of the news that went through.
This was really hard for me, which was to narrow down one. So I'll group it as one. So as you know,
Okay.
I just drove back from Texas. So on a like Interstate 10 or freeway that goes through between like lots of states, there's 2 lanes, and usually slow traffic goes to the right, and then you pass on the left lane, right?
Yeah.
These are 2 lanes. You go here, then you go here, and you go back, right? But for some reason, when the lanes go more than 2, people don't get that concept. And there is like Priuses driving 50 on the fast lane, just like,
Mm.
oh, just don't go around me. Why not? Why don't you just merge right? And I get it because you don't get the open road and you have to be probably behind tractors and trucks and buses, but
But if you're also going 50,
you're slow. Like,
there,
you're a slow driver. You're not texting and
yeah,
driving. Merge the fuck right. So my weekly grief is slow drivers on the fast lane.
yeah, you gotta keep up with traffic. If you're in the left lane, you can't be having people pass you on the right. If they're passing you on the right, it's probably a sign you need to at least move one lane over.
Yeah, so if it's one car, okay. But if when like the slow car is blocking the traffic here, and then there's another car, like they're like, I call it driving in tandem.
Yes,
They drive in tandem. There's all this open space in front of them.
and they're side by side.
Then
No one's no
what are
one's
you?
figuring it out.
Yeah, what are you holding hands, fucking winking at each other? What is this, Fast and the Furious? Move the fuck over.
So who do you blame there? Do you blame the guy on the right or the guy on the left?
No, the
And
guy
I
on the
mean, it
right
could be
should be
a
driving
woman.
slower. So when I see a slow driver on the exit lane, I can't get mad, right? Because you're supposed to drive slow in the exit lane.
Right.
So okay, so it's the person on the left. So they should either speed up and go behind them, or slow down and go behind them. Go behind them or go in front of them.
I'm with you. I put the pressure on the person on the left. Unless
It's
you're both doing 90. Well, then again, if you're both doing 90, you're way beyond me. I am,
no, if
you're
they're
gone.
both driving fast, it doesn't, because that means there's space to speed, right?
Yeah.
And then there's no elevation of like traffic. Like even if they're in a line, if they're passing everybody, there's still room for people to move around. But if they're going like 55 and 56 and everybody behind them, like the DMV rule, if there's like 5 cars behind you, you should pull over.
No one follows that.
Well, they should, especially people with trackers.
Out of all driving regulations that should be enforced, that one. That's the one.
Yeah, and then they say when people tailgate you, you should like slow down. I don't think people do that either. I think they just freak out. They don't slow down. They don't move over. They just freak out. And I don't tailgate people because I'm assuming they're not that. They're probably anxious drivers anyway. They're driving 55 on a, and in Texas, speed limit's 80.
Well,
When
you
people,
can get tailgated doing 75. It happens to me all the time. And if you do that to me, I'm just putting on my fucking cruise control and I ain't moving. I'm going to let you just tailgate me then. And you
I
can
mean,
go around me.
I drive faster than an average human, I think. But if someone tried to tailgate me, I brake check the shit out of them. I'm like, you want to dance? We'll dance. We'll dance.
What are you driving? What, you got a nice car back there?
Let's
Rear
see.
end me.
But rarely do I get tailgated because
You're going fast enough.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going slow, so rarely get tailgated. But yeah, that's my weekly grief. And I was gonna say people who don't merge, but yeah, it's my slow drivers on the left side.
People who don't merge, like, as in they don't know how to merge
Oh
or
no,
they're
so what I meant by that
merging.
is, when there's a merging lane, so you just have to go
Yeah,
every other car, right?
right.
But people are like, I'm gonna cut everybody.
Oh, man. Those people are
Why?
such
Why?
assholes.
Why? You had a
Dude,
nice momentum going.
yeah, you're going to mess it up for all of us. Also, merging, um, I think a lot of people feel like it's best to merge early, but really, if you merge early, there's a lot of wasted space ahead of you that cars could have been in.
Yeah.
So don't merge too early. Try to merge, when you're when it's merging. That used all the lane space as you could.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
helps everybody.
I think people are very unaware of like, because you have to think in linear form on a freeway, because it's longer than wider anywhere you go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, "Oh, I'm next to a car, so I'm fine." Like, no, you're not. You need to drive up. That's how the fuck it works. But I mean, with the shitty driving standards here, I love when people are like, "Oh, I'm a good driver." I'm like, "Do you know how to drive stick?" No. I'm like, "You're just a safe driver." Like, you don't understand how an engine works. So like, how would you? It's like me saying I'm great with computers. They're like, "Do you know how to like code?" No.
Such a broad statement to say, though. I'm great with computers. I mean, you could be great with something about computers. Like, I'm
Okay.
really good at connecting printers, but you don't know how to code. That's
If if
okay.
if people know how to connect printers, they probably know a lot more than just typing and turning it on.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because every office I've ever worked in every industry has printer issues. Every single one. The military, the government, nonprofit, entertainment,
Profit.
profit, for profit, private, small business. Everybody has printer issues. At home, I have printer issues
Yeah,
sometimes.
we just bought a new printer like a week ago because of printer issues.
What happened to the old one?
The old one was not printing quality prints because Tiff uses it for her own business. So she needs the printer to be, that standard, printing quality portraits. And it wasn't. So, just told her like, hey, this is enough. Like we've had too many issues. Let's just buy the new one. Just buy the new one. There's just no point in us continuing to just get a new one that works, please.
Can you
So
give
we
a
got a
shout
new one.
out to the printer?
I can't even remember which one we got. So I don't even, I don't know. I don't know.
With that being said, what is your, it's not a week, is it, what is it? Is it a monthly grief? Current state of grief?
Okay, let's go into a weekly summary of the news because everyone loves news, right? News. It's such a good word.
I listen to the news
News.
before I go to bed. Maybe that's why I have crazy dreams.
No, why would you do that?
It helps me go to sleep.
Well, don't fall asleep right here. Starting off, appeals court removes prosecutor Fannie Willis from Georgia election case against Trump and others. The Georgia Appeals Court removed Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis from the election interference case against Donald Trump. The court cited an appearance of impropriety. Oh my God, I can't say the word. I'm not going to say it.
Do you want to spell it?
Impropriety.
We'll provide a definition.
You got it. But did not dismiss the indictment, leaving the case's future uncertain. Moving on. Committee report.
Whoa, you can't, sir.
What?
This is why when you do news, like, do you think people listening to this know who's Honorable Wilson is? No, you can't just be like Fannie Wilson and be like,
this is just a summary.
I don't say Miguel Cabrera won the Triple Crown and expect people to know who that is.
Then they each can look it up on their own.
So what is she?
Fannie Willis was a district attorney in Georgia.
Who was?
I guess is. Yeah, still is.
Yeah. And what is she known for?
Got removed. What is she known for?
Yeah. She was trying to do what?
She was trying to take Trump to court over his election interference for 2020. Election interference of 2020.
Good job. See,
I mean, I said this kind of. I mean, I didn't say 2020.
You did.
I did say county district attorney.
This is recorded. You did not. You did not.
I mean, I see it right here. Here's my whatever. Okay, moving on. Committee report on Representative Matt Gaetz. The House Ethics Committee found that Representative Matt Gaetz violated House rules and standards of conduct. They found substantial evidence of prostitution, statutory rape, illicit drug use, accepting impermissible gifts, dispensing special favors or privileges, and obstruction of Congress. This conclusion came after Gaetz's resignation from Congress. The committee also condemned the amount of information leaked to the press during investigation. Yeah, that was a nice early Christmas gift, getting that report today.
How did that excite you?
It excited me a lot. It kind of just it was the, how do you want to say this? I think a lot of people kind of knew and expected that they would find this on Matt Gaetz. And so having the report released just verified it, right? People felt vilified. Like, yeah, we fucking knew this guy's a piece of shit. Of course there was substantial evidence that you found that he did all this crap. So, but this will probably raise him in fame in the Republican Party. Anyways, FBI searches home of Los Angeles deputy mayor over a bomb threat at City Hall. The FBI searched the home of Los Angeles deputy mayor Brian Williams in connection to a bomb threat made against City Hall. The LAPD referred to the case to the FBI after the investigation concluded Williams was likely the source of the threat. Williams was placed on administrative leave.
So the deputy mayor of LA possibly called its own bomb threat against City Hall.
Yes.
Possibly.
That is the allegation, that he is the likely source of the threat.
That's some 24 shit, Jack Bauer.
This happened in the past week. All right, next one here. In a rare move, Republican senators call for Hegseth's FBI report. If you don't remember, I'm going to say right here, Republican senators, including Susan Collins, are calling for the release of the FBI background check on Hegseth, President-elect Trump's nominee for Secretary of Defense. They argue that given the allegations against Hegseth, access to the report is necessary. Typically, only the chair and ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee review such reports.
And to anybody who cares, he is a Fox News anchor, and then he's also the best anchor. Or he was or is a major in the U.S. Army Reserves.
One of the best majors.
Major's actually like the best rank to be in, and we'll go over that later.
Liz Cheney. Are these
going to be all political news? Do you have like non-political news?
They happen to be.
This is like the Christmas episode, so I thought it would be like Christmassy.
I mean, this is all, it's happening in December. Cheers. Liz Cheney is the House GOP's first sacrifice to Trump's revenge campaign. A House Republican interim report suggests the FBI should investigate former Representative Liz Cheney for witness tampering during her role as vice chair of the January 6th committee. Republicans are focusing on her involvement in former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson's legal representation and testimony.
No, but I thought you had like commentary on these. You're just going to share.
No, these are just quick quips for you people who might not know. Now you know a little something.
No, because
just a little.
I mean, maybe, but
a little. All right. How about this last one? Yeah. Manhattan man pleads guilty to helping establish secret Chinese police station in New York City. Chen Jinping pleaded guilty to helping establish this station in New York City. He admitted to working with a Chinese government official and attempting to obstruct the FBI investigation. The Justice Department is cracking down on such instances of transnational repression. And we'll leave it there.
I have a question for you. Just simple
Stop.
yes, like left or right. If a foreign national is involved in a crime like that, is it an FBI responsibility or CIA responsibility? And I'm not talking for
Ooh.
legality. I'm talking in your opinion.
Who should be investigating that, huh?
Yeah, because it is technically foreign, right? It's
Yeah.
happening in America, obviously. So it is an FBI thing and it's fairly federal. But should CIA drop some things or should they share some info?
I think they need to be sharing with each other and talking and communicating. I mean, one seems to like focus domestically on what's going on, and the other person focusing on the foreign relations. Like,
So obviously they're not.
yeah, that's not good. Like, that's bad.
Yeah. So, and I get it because, it's,
Oh,
privacy and
okay.
all that.
There is a big elephant in the room I guess the last one then. Trump attempts to kill bipartisan budget deal with Musk help. President-elect Donald Trump rejected a bipartisan budget deal, citing it as full of giveaways to Democrats. His decision came after Elon Musk, Trump's pick to lead a government efficiency task force, criticized the bill on social media for excessive spending. Musk celebrated the bill's failure as a win for the American people.
I think I have something to say about that. Anytime there's a potential government shutdown and they just delay it for every 3 or 4 months, they're so dramatic. And I understand because they're trying to get some stuff into the bill.
Yeah.
So they don't want bills that are 900 pages. They want something that's 8 pages. But it's so dramatic. They're like, oh, if it doesn't get signed by the president by 6 p.m.,
It's also annoying though. Like, okay, great. You had bipartisan efforts on this for months, and then at the 11th hour, no.
No, but like that's another thing. It's like, why don't you like they're gonna have another one in March, right? So why don't you just do it in all of February? But then again, they don't
I,
like, I have friends who are voting for congressmen based on their poster. So what the fuck do I know? Yeah, but this is why my startup idea hopefully will launch and get funding and all that good stuff. All right, along to Christmas. Ryan, what is your most fondest memory in Christmas of Christmas?
being with my grandparents, my family, my aunt and cousins, hanging out at my grandparents' house, enjoying each other and just eating.
Are you running for office? That was a very politically candidate answer.
No, but that's just what I think about when I think of Christmas. Like because we did so many Christmases at my grandparents. Like that is Christmas to me. And so it sounds very generic because I mean a lot of people do a similar stuff, right? Like, but that's what I cherish. Like that's immediately what I think of is I think of those times, all of those times that I had. One of them in specific, I don't know if I can think one of them in specific that was better than another because oh, they all kind of like mishmash now together. But that was the first thing I could think of was just my grandparents and those cousins and my family being together like that and eating a bunch of tamales. Hell yeah.
Nice. For those who don't know, Ryan's partially Hispanic. Don't let
Just
his
partial.
don't let that U of A slash white face slash you have blue eyes?
I do have blue eyes.
Blue eyes fool you. He is Hispanic and Filipino.
Oh, very small though in the Filipino.
But it's there, right? It's
It's
there.
there, but it's
Within but that's like within the last 100 years, not like 300 years ago.
oh yeah, that's my great grandfather was Filipino.
Yeah.
That's how it worked.
Good.
Well, what's your fondest memory of
Oh, I usually don't like Christmas, but I did get my
nice?
first electric guitar on a Christmas. So that was
Oh,
fun.
that's cool.
And then they lied to me and said we didn't get it. And I'm like,
What?
for real? Because I don't ask for things for Christmas. I remember one Christmas I asked for a Nintendo 64 and I got it. That was
Mm.
cool. And then most of my Christmas, I don't really ask for anything. And then one, like in high school, I said, I really want a guitar. And then on Christmas Eve, they're like, we didn't get you a guitar and we're serious.
Oh,
I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I'm like, I don't even ask for birthday gifts. I never ask for shit. So I sat in my backyard just like pondering off with my dog into space, and then they thought I ran away. And then I remember walking back into the kitchen. I'm like, why is everybody in a hurry? They're like, where were you? I'm like sitting in the back. They're like, oh, we thought you ran away. Like,
Oh my goodness.
why the fuck would I run away because you didn't give me a guitar? I should stay longer. So, but they did get it, and I
Oh,
did.
so they're
So
just messing with you.
yeah, they were fucking with me. But
Damn. They got
yeah,
you pretty good.
that was my. I think you've seen that guitar. That's like my first black guitar. I still have it somewhere. I think it's at my dad's. But and then other Christmases, like I went snowboarding. That's like most of my Christmas days. And then
Hmm.
yeah, when I was a kid, I have like traumatic Christmas memories. So I try not to think about it.
Oh, dude. Well, this year, is it going to be traumatic or are you trying to turn you leaf?
So this year, it's not a confession, but many of you know my doggy passed, and then in a alternate universe, when he passed, I would have been in North Carolina. So I don't know how well I would have taken that news, like being away from home. Um, and then second, there's an alternate universe, semi-related to my dog, not really. This year, even before my dog passed, I was the little voices in my head because I'm crazy, said I should go search for Christmas spirit. And then I'm not sure why, but I was looking at Christmassy places. I'm sure I've asked you, and then I asked other people, and everybody kept saying like, "Go to Solvang, go to ba 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 ba, go to Lapland, Finland." Like, bitch, you make it sound like I could
Solvang.
just. Yeah, Solvang's a big Christmas city. They light it up, but I wanted to go somewhere where I could, basically New York, where I could walk down, or any major city in Europe where I could walk down and people would be like singing carols and lights, and everybody's jolly and giving out whatever, and then uh,
You want to go to Disneyland? Like, that's what I heard.
maybe. With that being said, it's super pricey in Disneyland, and then employees are blacked out during Disneyland, so
Mm.
free tickets not that week. But yeah, I wanted to go to Scotland. That was like my, and then I could still go tomorrow, I guess, if the tickets are cheap enough, but probably not going to happen. So I'll probably just bunker down here and read this book.
Know what you got? Archaeology from Space: How the Future Shapes Our Past by Sarah Sack.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Anyway, just yeah, Sarah Parsick's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll read that and then hang out and pretend my dog's here and then play guitar.
Well, sounds like it's going to be an enjoyable day then and relaxing.
So, as you know, I am
Hmm.
original. I am a history student, and I'm a religious studies student. Is yes or no, Ryan? Is Christmas Jesus's birthday?
No,
So, why is Christmas celebrated as his birthday?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you really don't know?
No, I don't know. I just know that Christmas Day is not his birthday.
You just know it's not.
I just know like that much. I just, for whatever it is, I know at some point I learned it's really not his birthday. There's some other reason why it's celebrated on the 25th. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me. All I care about is that it's a day I get to hang out with my family. And I like that.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I'm simple.
the whole December 25th thing is kind of based on a pagan holiday.
Oh, those
Um,
pagans. Or,
also with winter solstice.
oh, the winter solstice. That
Yes.
sun. Or,
Yeah, so a lot of like if you read the Bible, it never says, December 25th, this thing came out of Mary. Yeah, right?
oh, the Bible.
Yeah. And it was adopted centuries later, long story short, kind of as like a recruitment tool because a lot of pagans celebrated winter solstice and like to bring her the light thing. And then Christians are like, hey, we celebrate it too. Ta-da! And they're like, okay, fuck it.
So it sounds kind of like, oh, there's a bunch of people celebrating something around this time. Why don't we just co-opt the celebration and we're gonna say it's for our Christian hero over here, Jesus. Is that
I
kind of
mean,
what happened?
Christian hero. I feel like it's just him. He is Christianity, isn't he?
And I guess, yeah, I mean, I suppose the Holy Spirit, right? You are whatever. Yeah, he is it. Sure.
Yeah. And then the whole Santa and the red suit, a lot of people think it's like a Coca-Cola advertisement campaign, but uh they made it bigger, but the company didn't invent Santa. It was based on like a European tradition surrounding Saint Nicholas. And then like there's some poems and things about like the night before Christmas. and Coca-Cola made it popular by making the Santa we recognize today. And then I think that was in like the 930, like before the wars. I think in the 30s. I could look that up. But that's where the whole like plump Santa with the beard, like ho ho ho, came from.
Who is Krampus? I don't know who that is, but I like Krampus. That's a cool name. I think it's a
Why do
German
you
thing.
like Krampus?
It's just a dope name. I like Krampus. Like it sounds like a name that someone doesn't like, doesn't doesn't
Um.
doesn't mess around.
Okay, so let's put this in religious context. You know who Lucifer is?
That's like the devil, right?
But what was he prior? Was he always the devil?
No, I think Lucifer was an angel, a fallen angel.
Yes, and then he did something naughty, and he went. So Krampus. I don't know if Krampus did
Sounds like a
anything
fun
naughty,
guy.
but Krampus is opposite of Santa. So Krampus punishes kids who are naughty.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, hell yeah. So he doesn't fuck around. Yeah, there
yeah.
you
Krampus don't
go.
fuck
I wonder
around.
why I like
Yeah.
this guy.
And then Krampus is gigantic. Krampus is like kind
Oh,
of
so
looks
he
like
works out. Okay.
he's like jacked and kind of horned and hairy.
Do you think he juices?
No, I think he's just Germanic.
Oh, so just all natural. Damn.
All natural Krampus. I'm pretty sure he doesn't like he's shirtless in the cold. I think that's
Good for this guy. Let's see
yeah.
an image. Oh, wow.
Are you impressed?
A little.
Are you gonna share the Krampus with us?
He's very horny.
Yeah, very horny. Big. They never make him thin.
Oh,
Is he
oh my,
thick? Is he
he,
dieseled out?
he's I don't know if Diesel. He's a little hairy in this image. I'll have to
But
look at my pic.
Is he dieseled out?
This one not so much, but he's definitely like he's got some mass on him.
Yeah, he looks like he'll be good at arm wrestling.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he don't fuck around. Do you remember any Christmas gift that was like very significant? So mine's Nintendo 64, my guitar. I think one year I got GoldenEye. That was a big deal to me.
Also guitar for me, dude. That's when I got the SG, and when I also received a Martin. My
Who
dad,
who he gave you both?
yeah, my dad likes guitars too. We're both just as terrible at playing it, but he also appreciates nice guitars.
Does he appreciate you not playing for like a year?
Yeah, I mean, sure. He probably appreciates not hearing me suck at guitar now. But regardless, he bought the Gibson SG for me. That was awesome. Beautiful guitar. Played awesome. And that was unfortunately stolen with my Martin. So
Oh, they
that
got
was a
stolen
real
at the
shitty
same
day.
time?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
hmm I should have, diversified and left one guitar at home and the other at school with me in Arizona. And then, I wouldn't have lost both at the same time.
You know, I'm not a big fan of the dirty T. Even on this trip, I avoided the dirty T by driving on the Apache Junction, where there were no cops, so I sped and see how far my mom's car could take it to me, and I hit 132. But
Oh my God.
yeah, it's yeah, that's thank you, Mercedes. Not a sponsor of the show. Do you have any memorable like what is your magical Christmas if like your family was not part of it? Like is there a place you want to go?
Well, you just ruined Christmas for me. It's no longer magical if my family's not there.
Okay, so you it's a family thing for you.
Oh yeah, it's yes. Christmas to me is tremendously a family thing. I mean, I have well, my brother's birthday is the day before Christmas, and
Mhm.
so being with family is just the primary thing that we do. I mean, everyone does it. I mean, a lot of people do it or with their family, but regardless, it's hard to dissociate being with my family and enjoying and experiencing Christmas.
Shout outs to Ryan's brother Brent. Happy birthday to him when this is released tomorrow. Does he get two gifts?
Oh yeah, 100%. No, do not, you do not give him one gift. I will fuck you up if you give him one gift.
What did you get him?
This year, no, what? Well, no, it would already be his birthday. No, because he's not going to listen to this. It's fine. I was going to get him an air filter, but then I went over there and he got himself an air filter for his house. So that's out the window. What I am going to get him though is I'm going to get him, because I didn't even purchase it yet, but what I will get him is to the comedy club over in Irvine, $100 to it, so him and his girlfriend can go and have a nice little date night.
Wait a minute. You still
Yeah.
haven't bought him it's tomorrow.
I know, but dude, I already checked online and I have my credit card with me, so whatever. I
I
know it's
memorized
there.
I memorized my credit card, which is super dangerous.
That is dangerous.
Like abnormally dangerous.
I did that once, and that's because I was purchasing a lot of stuff off of it. So you must be purchasing a lot of stuff off of it, or you have a really good memory. I don't know.
I'm really good with numbers. Like if you share me your credit card number now, I'll memorize it in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I won't be doing that.
Yeah. I don't
But
know your billing address though. I don't know your new billing address. So
there's only so many.
well, you just moved, right? But did you change all your billing and stuff? Did
I
you
I did. I changed my stuff.
nice. Okay, so he gets two gifts. So that sounds like one gift.
Yeah, so that's one gift. One gift is the tickets to the comedy show. Like he can go whenever he wants, but $100 to that, so he doesn't have to worry about paying for it. Date night. The other one, what the hell was the other one? I think the other one Tiff actually went out and got.
You didn't buy him shit, did you?
No, the other one, I think the other one Tiff got. Oh, I remember now. It's we got him the and yeah, Tiff did make the purchase for that one. It's sensors for water leaks. He had an issue with he had some water problems at his place. So I
This is
figured,
like, would
mm,
you ever thought when you're 20, you're like, one day I will buy my brother a water leak tester for his house?
water leak sensors. Come on, it's not a tester.
What did you get your wife?
She gets no, dude. She's here.
I don't care.
I'm not saying it out loud.
She's in the room?
She's right, like in the other room, but these walls aren't very thick.
Word it out, mouth it out.
Relaxing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Like
Yeah,
locally, or
locally.
is it a couples thing?
No, but I'm thinking about joining
You should.
because I kind of want one too.
I feel like it's a better bang for the buck than buying
Well,
two separate ones.
it's too late though. I already bought one, so
No, they're very like they own the thing. Like if you just call the place and be like, by the way, a
yeah,
couples
good point.
thing. Did you get your parents anything?
Yes. Father, he gets a pair of shoes that are meant to go in the water,
Nice.
and they're semi-comfortable because he goes out to the lake often during the summer, and I feel like a nice pair of shoes that can go in the water and be comfortable, and then be out of the water and still be comfortable. Probably, probably nice. I have a pair. I like them, so I got him a pair.
You didn't want to buy him like a United Airline flight coupon?
Oh, I'm sure he would love a United Airline flight
You
coupon that
should
he
you
would
should
never
make one.
use.
You should make one as like a joke, like and put in a big box. Be like a flight voucher to United.
Yay!
Yay. Did
Yeah,
you get
my
your mom
dad.
anything? Did you get your mom matching shoes?
No, she doesn't get matching shoes. Maybe I should have, but she would not have liked the shoes. She does a lot of sourdough baking, so like those things where they slice, not slice, but they cut the sourdough to put in um, designs on the sourdough bread itself.
Yeah.
I forgot what the name of it was, but it's essentially a knife. She got a knife.
Nice. Um, my family's pretty easy because we just gift children and we don't have a lot of children in the house. So my niece is an only child and she already has like 19 gifts. Like
Oh
what
wow!
the fuck do you need this? She's like, this is from Santa, and I really wanted to be like, he's not, but I don't have it in me to do it.
The one gift that I am stoked about. Um, so my cousin has an not really newborn anymore, a 1 year old, and I kind of thought like, all right, I want to get them something. Well, really, I want to get the baby something. And I was like, huh, maybe I could find like Spanish Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
Super hard to find Spanish Sesame Street. It's called Plazo Sesamo.
Mhm.
And I could find like a DVD, but it's like I don't want to find one DVD. I want a whole set. Like I want seasons of this. Couldn't really find it. So I went to the internet and I was sailing the high seas as yo ho ho as a pirate. Didn't find it, but I came across Mr. Rogers.
Is it in Spanish?
It is not in Spanish,
Oh,
but I was like,
so it's not Senor Rogers?
it's not Senor Rogers.
No, Senor Rogers?
No, I ended up finding Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll give him a few seasons of this. His whole catalog is like 800 gigs. Like, oh my God. All right, he's gonna get like 10 seasons instead of the full like 16 seasons that this guy did. I think it might have been more than 16.
I can't picture his DVDs being that expensive right now because nobody buy DVDs except for people like me.
Well, that's the thing. Finding DVDs too is like apparently not as easy as I thought it would be. Especially like I guess for something like Mr. Rogers and like his whole set and just these whole sets in general. So I don't know. I just downloaded some and put it on a flash card. So
Cool.
yeah, I was
You
like,
you
oh
you did the LimeWire method.
yeah, I did the LimeWire method.
My niece wanted these Adidas shoes, and I told her people with wide feet like you and I were not built for Adidas.
Maybe I shouldn't
Adidas.
be admitting that I downloaded some content.
No, you can't share. That's the illegalness. You could
Wouldn't
download.
I be sharing though to my cousin?
No, if you sell it, if you use it for like personal good, it's the don't you know the NFL thing? Copyrighted images, redistribution of this content without NFL's written consent
Hmm.
is prohibited by law. It's like that with every TV.
Well, I'm
Like
definitely
if
not
I record,
selling.
so if I'm watching Monday Night Football and I record it and I want to rewatch it, it's not illegal. But if I sell it or I use those clips to make money,
I see.
uh,
Yes, and I'm obviously clearly that is
so
not what's
the
happening.
person
Okay,
you downloaded it from has more to get in trouble than you.
I
But if
see.
you made copies and you're selling it on the streets of the 73 freeway, yes, that's highly illegal.
Well, you may or may not find me there.
Nobody buys DVDs, Ryan. Like I buy DVDs because I'm weird, but
I'm not gonna put this on a DVD. I'm gonna put this on a flash drive. Come on, man, micro SD card.
yeah, that's even worse. But
So that way, if the cops roll by, I can swallow it.
they're gonna be like, poop it out,
No.
poop it out. We know it'll come out one way or another. It's not digestible. You're gonna swallow all of them, or are you only gonna sell one at a time?
So I mean, even if I had 10 micro SD cards, you pop them in your mouth and swallow all 10 at
I think
once.
you know what? I think if I was a drug dealer, I would pretend I'm selling flowers in the street and then just shove drugs inside the flowers and sell them.
Hmm.
That's just
I'm
me.
I'm gonna look at every person selling flowers just a little differently now.
Or oranges. Yeah. I think that's an easy way to smuggle drugs.
Wait, you gonna shove it in the orange?
I'll have a fake orange and then I'll shove it drugs in there.
I liked your flower idea better. That sounded easier.
But it feels like it could spill if I make a mistake. Like orange in a little knitting bag, I think it's more secure.
Oh, I'm like envisioning you putting the drugs in an orange.
It'd be a fake orange. I can't put it in an orange. What the fuck? What? What is wrong with you?
That's why I didn't like your idea. It was a terrible idea.
With that being said, quick segue. One
Hmm.
of the episodes in the future is going to have people with things stuck in their butt. And I'm very excited for that episode. Just letting you know for the listeners.
So if you
With
like butt stuff, keep listening.
keep, I was going to say, do you have any Christmas butt stuff? But
No,
um, are you doing anything for New Year's?
I will. I'll be home. No, no, I have no plans. Yeah, I'll be back home here in Laguna.
New Year's used to be my favorite holiday. And after 2015, I just died. I knew it was a
Hmm.
problem when I went to a New Year's Eve party and I left at 10:50. I
You
said,
trying to beat traffic? What happened?
no, I was just like, I don't really need to be here. Like, all right, cool. Like, kind of
My
done.
favorite New Year's was 2 years ago, and it
22
was
going to 23 or 21 going to 22?
21 going into 22.
Oh, nice. That was a good New Year's for me too, even though there was a chip shortage and I could buy a fucking computer. But that was a good New Year's, I think.
Well, then we both had a good New Year's that year. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, mine was spent with my girlfriend at the time, now wife, and
Imagine it was different.
like
Like my
if
girlfriend at the time, who is not my wife now.
oh,
Like,
geez,
oi, jeez.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same person, but she had found a hummingbird, an injured hummingbird,
What the
and
fuck?
decided
Where?
on the side of a trail, a walking trail down towards the beach.
Interesting.
Well, it wasn't her that found it. It was actually Finn, our dog, who found it. And she was like, "What is he sniffing at?" And then she looks down and like, "Oh my God, it's a hummingbird." And she called me and she's like, "You gotta come down here immediately. Get a box and bike down here." Like, oh, okay.
Is this on the day of or the eve?
It might have been a few. Oh, it had to be the day of. It had to be the day of. Yeah, it was the day of because we get the hummingbird, bring it back, and it's in the afternoon at this point. And she's like researching, okay, how do I keep this hummingbird alive? Oh, like sugar water is not a meal to them. Like that is not how they stay alive. Like they actually need to have some type of protein. They eat bugs and other things like that. And so it's already nighttime now by the time she's read all that information and she's like, Ryan, we need to find some like food for this hummingbird. It's like, okay. She's like, it's kind of like raining outside, like it's sprinkling, it's drizzling a bit. She's like, we need to go find some worms. I'm like, all right, let's go find some worms. We got some spoons. We went outside and just played in the mud and we found some worms. And yeah, we mashed up worms and fed it to a hummingbird.
Don't lie. She wanted to eat the worms.
I mean, she might have snuck one or two. I have no idea. I can't keep
I
my
wouldn't be
eyes on her all the time.
surprised. If you're
Yeah.
listening to this, Tiffany, is it Denise? Right?
No,
Danielle.
should be.
Danielle?
It is Danielle.
Yeah, it's D something. Is it Tiffany Dorman now?
It is not Tiffany Dorman now. She only to the county of Orange is she Tiffany Dorman.
What the fuck?
The federal government still considers her Tiffany Danielle.
The long ass last name. If she
Yes.
was on the run, what would you'd be like? I don't know that woman. You're like, I
What's her
don't know.
name? Oh, that doesn't match my name. No, no, no.
Tiffany, no, not familiar. No, me and my dogs are just sitting here. If I was on the run and I was on the news, I'd be like, fuck, dude. Like everyone's gonna text me, be like, is this for real? Don't contact me. Email. Email. So I could check it on the go. Don't text me, not have to text back. And they're gonna find out. Keep my phone in a microwave.
I mean, you could wrap it in an aluminum.
Yeah, there's a you know how like phones now you can't take the battery out, it's like in the phone, but now there's a
Yeah.
phone, you can push a button and it blocks out the battery. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
Some so I don't know why know that, but yes. Um, so any last thoughts on the Christmas?
people. Enjoy spending time with those around you. It's not always about the gifts. Gifts are nice though, but it's not always about the gifts.
Favorite Christmas food?
Tamales. Tamales and menudo.
When I used to work at the YMCA, one of the workers there, her mom used to make tamales, and I'd be like, "Come on, Anna, hook it up." So I used to buy like a bundle for like $20. And I used to get, and they raised the price. I'm like, "Ah, drug
Oh,
dealing
well,
gone wrong."
yeah, if you are lucky enough to know someone who makes tamales and they're willing to share it with you, you are very lucky. Very,
Oh
very
yeah,
lucky. Making tamales is very burdensome. I think that's one way to put it. It takes a lot of effort. So,
yeah. I'm
enjoy those tamales.
I'm on this 1 meal a day diet plan.
How's that
So,
working?
uh, if I'm not on the road, okay, because at home I have more discipline because I could
Hmm.
like snack on like carrots. That's what I do when I'm hungry now.
Very rabbit of you.
Fucking mighty have fallen. Do you remember times I used to just eat like two combos from Jack in the Box and be like, let's go running? I can't do that now. I can't even eat healthy food and go running. I'll die.
Yeah, we'd I don't know, we'd hang out in the middle of the night. Typically we would go to Carl's Jr.
Because it's
I'd
the only thing open.
get myself a Western bacon cheeseburger.
I think if I ate that at 2 a.m. when I wake up at 7, I'd just be like, nope, whatever's on the docket today. Yeah. But I lie to myself. That's how I energized this morning. I used to say things like, if I don't get up, I'll lose the memory of McMuffin. If I don't get up now, I'll someone's gonna chop off my feet. If I don't get up now, I have to rejoin the army. Ah, like so I lie
You
to
know,
myself a
we all
lot.
need some type of motivation.
Yeah. My Alexa, she heard me. But I blast music in the morning sometimes. I'm like, volume 10, play the song.
Getting pumped up? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's gotta
I like it.
that's how I get it. I had a bunch of like Christmas things and like I was gonna go over Christmassy stuff. Like I think when I moved to from Korea to America, since I only moved here with my immediate family, like we lost that whole like family get together aspect. And then we
Mm.
had some unfortunate family stuff happen when I was a kid. So there were Christmases I spent alone with just my dog and my sister. And ever since then, I've never really been fond. And then I felt like I was lied to when I found out, I think when I was like 17, 18, that Christmas was not Santa's birthday. And I'm like, what?
Oh, so not even
I'm not even Christian. I'm not Christian. I wasn't raised Christian, but I felt I was like lied to, which happens every day now, but by the government or
yeah.
powers that be. And I should have long time ago just appreciate everybody being happy. but I was very bitter about it from like what happened in my childhood to like I'm like, oh, people are just happy for December. Or come January, everybody's like, oh, I start working on my New Year's resolution, and by February 1st, everybody's canceling their gym membership and angry again. So I'm like, ooh, like what kind of it's like a phony world I'm living in, right? But I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older, it just I should take the happiness. So this year, yeah, I really wanted to go somewhere and just like walk around New York or something.
I
Listen
like
to
that.
yeah,
I
but
think Solvang is still a good place to hit up then. What?
Sovang is adjacent to an ostrich farm,
It
and
is.
I am afraid of ostriches.
Oh, dude. Uh,
It is
well,
not it is not an animal I like looking at. Like every animal, like I've seen lions, I've seen panthers, I've seen jaguars who has a stronger bite force than any other cat family member. And you know how a jaguar kills its prey, Ryan?
does it go meow?
Oh, I wish they just went meow and I just, fell to its sexiness. So I used to talk shit about it. I'm like, what's so good about a jaguar? So most cat families, tigers, lions, they bite the neck of their prey.
Whoa. Okay.
You know what a jaguar does? It
Bite.
crushes the skull of its prey.
Oh God.
So
Oh. Oh.
let's say I survived a lion attack in Serengeti. I might be scarred up. I might be missing a limb. But I'll be like me. I'll just be scarred without an arm or something. But if I ever survive a jaguar attack, I wouldn't. I'd be this will be crushed.
Ah,
And
no
I'd be
face.
disfigured forever. And I'll be oh, that's the jaguar guy. Oh, I don't want to be the jaguar guy.
I mean, kind of badass.
It's not badass. No one's gonna no one's gonna look at me. They're not gonna look at me the same. It's gonna be like
Yeah.
the Joker. Like no one's gonna look at me.
Does
You
no
want
one look at the Joker?
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the Jaguar's bite force?
3,000 psi.
Oh no, 1,500. But
Oh, that went way too high.
yeah, they're number 5 in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Higher than a pit bull?
Yes, higher than a Pitbull's a dog. What,
Oh,
sir?
they bite hard too.
It's a pit bull. It's a dog. What makes you think?
It was just a question. I'm here to learn.
What? What? Let's see. Bite force in the animal kingdom. What do you think the top 5 are?
I think Jaguar is up there. I just learned that one. And then alligator.
You think alligator's one?
I think an alligator.
It's in the alligator family.
I think an alligator. I don't know the alligator family, but I'm just
You
going
know,
with alligator real broad.
okay, I'll go 1 to 10. One is saltwater crocodile with a bite force of
Wow.
around 3,700 psi,
Oh,
and then
that's a lot.
followed by the Nile crocodile with a bite force of 3,000, and then followed by the American alligator with little shy of 2,000, 2,980, and then followed by a hippo like this thing. This is a house
Oh,
hippo. That's 2,000, followed by a jaguar, which is 1,500 psi.
is
Then
bear
oh,
on
the
the list?
gorilla,
Gorilla.
then a polar bear,
Bear made it.
then a hyena. Ugh.
Interesting. Did not expect that.
Yeah, I thought if got bitten by it, but now I kind of get it. And then the
Hmm.
Bengal tiger, then a grizzly bear.
Another bear.
Uh, honorable mention, great white shark, which has a bite strength less, but
Not that honorable.
they're stronger with more teeth. And then wolf has a 400 psi, human has 200 psi, but
Weak.
I'm assuming a pit bull is between a wolf and a human.
Fair assessment. I'll take
Let's
it.
see. Let's see what they say. Yeah. Yeah, they're not strong as thing. And then, let's end the myth here. Contrary to the myth, pit bulls do not have a locking jaw. An alligator has a locking jaw. Like if an alligator stomped on, it's stomped on. Like, but they also don't have a pressure to open. So like I could easily step like hold an alligator
Hold
shut.
it shut. Hold it shut on your face,
Yeah. So
It's
this
like,
bite very hard, but they don't have this power. They
to
they do
open.
not they do not work their adductor muscle as their abductor muscle if this was their legs, right? That's kind of interesting. I don't know how I got here from Christmas. And do you know polar bears, speaking of Christmas, are left-handed?
What?
Polar bears are left-handed.
Huh.
No,
Okay.
but that's a myth.
That's all right. Say,
Yeah, that
I
used
don't
to
know
be a
about
myth.
that.
I think McMuffin was left-handed because he always paws me with his left hand. Like, oh, you're
Mm,
left-handed. You're creative.
That that sounds like
Which paw does
bullshit.
Finn paw you with?
The one that's closest to my face.
But yeah, so Oscar always uses his left paw.
The dude will double paw me. Bah.
Oscar can double paw. It would be two. He doesn't even. Does Finn open doors with his paws or his face?
No, he's scared of doors. He's
What
scared of a lot of things.
was it always like that?
Kind of, yeah.
I let Oscar. So how does Oscar open doors? Let's leave you.
I feel like Oscar like headbutts a door.
Yes, he does. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh,
And
use your
just
paw." He goes with his blockhead, and then when he's hungry, and I don't feed him at 5:30 at night, he boops things. He goes, and one time he booped my Blu-ray stand, and it starts shaking. He's
oh
like,
my goodness.
"Oh, what is it doing?" I'm like, "What the
It's an
idiot?"
earthquake. You need to mount that.
And then yeah, when before he passed, if I didn't feed him in time, he would kind of look at me and like do a low growl, like I'm like, that works in the other house. I'm gonna feed you when I want to feed you. You are not pampered in this household. He's squeezed. I do miss him. I haven't had a meltdown yet. Driving by myself was very hard. Anytime I'm in my car, it's very hard. But yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. I thought I had more Christmas stuff to talk about, but I didn't do
No,
notes and Ryan didn't do his homework.
no, I didn't. Krampus came to mind. We went over that guy, so that's good.
Do you I really want to know what you got Tiffany. Did you get Brit anything?
No, I let Tiff handle that one.
Okay. So is it like a dual gift, like coming from both of you?
I mean, my name is on it, so that's cool.
Do you need anything for the house? What does your house need that that
At
take
this point,
that that Saint Tay could provide today or this week?
I need. Oh, if you want someone to walk around with lights, you could come down here and walk through Dana Point Harbor.
Wait, why do I want to do that?
Because you were saying you want to walk in somewhere Christmassy and see lights.
I could go to any fucking neighborhood with lights. I'm talking about where people sing and fucking give out money and not to me, but like people are ringing bells, like Salvation Army people.
All right, I don't know if no one. I don't think anyone's singing, ringing bells down there, but it's nice.
So I should go to New York. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, go to New York. Do that.
I might go to New York for a day and just fly back.
I mean, all right.
Like fly on the 24th, sleep somewhere, walk around the 25th, and then come back.
Well, I look forward to hearing about that then. Send pictures.
Yeah, or I'll hide. And then Netflix has NFL games on Christmas now, so I might be just watching those
Ooh.
on a Wednesday. Ooh.
Hmm.
Oh, I'll rewind this. I'll recap it and go back. But
Ooh.
um really quick, I know it's end of the year and it's probably our last episode recording.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, any 2024 quick recap, like highlights? I know you bought a
Boom. Highlights. Ryan is married and now lives in a condo that he purchased with his wife. That's like the biggest highlight, really.
nice. I had a pretty good 2024. It's been relaxing. Lots of self-realization. My doggy died, so that's been rough.
That's oh God. Did you mean to do that?
Do what?
Okay. All right. Pun unintended. Got it.
Was there a pun? Was there a pun there? I'm the pun king.
Oh yeah, so
I
when you listen to this again, you will hear it.
okay. Anywho, yeah. I've been traveling domestically. That's been interesting. I went to obviously Texas a bunch of times. I went to Iowa. I went to Chicago. I went to Milwaukee. And like anything summer on seems like last year, but technically it was only 8 or 9 months ago, right?
Hmm.
I've had odd injuries. My wrist still hurts. I tore my calf, almost
Oh my
tore my
God.
Achilles. I dislocated my shoulder again. Uh, I got a concussion once from McMuffin, second time from boxing, third time from falling. What else? I got an electric bicycle. It's not mine, but I ride it. I've been skateboarding again, which is good. Went snowboarding, which is fun. Always meeting new people, which I'm very uh gracious of, whether it works out or not. And yeah, I mean overall it's been a pretty eventful year, but yeah, just it's kind of ending on a down note. But on a positive note, I'm kind of channeling the sorrow, I guess, into a positive output. So I've been writing a lot more.
I like to hear that. That is good.
Yeah, I wrote him a letter 2 days after he died, and I couldn't stop crying.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of a tough thing to do.
Yeah, but something about I'm a big closure person. That's why I like go off on people when I burn bridges. And in all seriousness, I like saying goodbye because probably I'm not good at it. But my other dogs, when they passed away, I wasn't home, and that still kind of affects me to this day. And then um, I at least I was around when he passed, and he did pass suddenly, but I was there after the surgery. I was there like I walked in the day before, day after, and then when he passed, at least I was around, and I got to take him to where he got cremated. They made an awesome paw print. It was kind of
Oh,
expensive, but it was very nice. Because I tried to make a paw print, and my paw print was not that good. And then they made a paw print. I'm like, God damn, this is what professionals do. And yeah, I'm happy I get to say goodbye. Um, I'm also happy because like he doesn't have to fear things anymore. Like,
yeah.
but yeah, not to be a sad sap, but anyway, so of anything you're looking forward to for 2025?
Uh, Looking forward to continuing doing more episodes with you, and yeah, really just doing more of this. That's really what I'm looking
That
forward to.
sounded very reluctant. You're like, ask
Well,
me the question. Ask me the question.
I was caught off guard about what I was looking forward to. I'm just like looking forward to like just making it through the next day. To be honest, like I can
Oh,
barely plan ahead a week right now. Um, what are you looking forward to 2025?
I might go to Japan. I'm very excited about that. I will one way or another end up in Portugal, and hopefully, if things work out before, I could go to Morocco prior to, and then go visit my friends in Spain, and then go to Portugal. So we'll see if that works out. I might get into this writers program, but we'll see. And then you know, finish my book.
There
That's a
we
big
go.
that's a big thing.
You will finish this book in 2025.
Oh yeah, or die trying because I have to. I have
I
to
mean, you don't
finish.
have to die trying. I mean, you could just finish the book and don't die. I think that's
I I've been always telling people if I went missing or I got kidnapped, like we talked about pre-recording, if I got kidnapped and or I went missing and or if I was a prisoner of war, if someone looked at my laptop, you will kind of understand, okay, we get the book. We get it. It's just kind of missing commentaries and stuff, but yeah, we'll get to it. We'll take kind of a couple weeks off of the podcast and then we'll come back strong and hard in March. So I'll be back on social. I'll be back on the podcast. We have a couple more episodes, and then we'll kind of go. And then just to keep Ryan Dorman informed and listeners, episode 33 is going to be all about 33, and then we have a anniversary on March 17th. That's when our first episode launched. So even looking back at, I think we have 27 on.
oh my God.
Yeah. Even looking at that, that's kind of crazy. And even the fact that like we have listeners.
27 episodes and 27 listens. What?
No, we have more than that. But
Okay.
and then the fact that and then episodes I thought would do well did not typically do well, and then episodes I didn't think anybody would listen to, like a lot of people listen to. So
Oh God, so is life, right? Like that's
fun.
just how it happens.
Yeah. So technically this is the end of the year episode. So thank you for all the guests. Thank you, Ryan Dorman, for whatever you contribute to this.
I have no idea.
Yeah. And then yeah, that's about it. And then like anybody who's listening, I'm grateful even if I have one listener. I mean, we always have we always have a lot of listeners, but I always guess my analytics wrong. I'm like, this one's gonna do well. They're like, nah. Or this one's not gonna do well. And it does really well. Or some gets listened to again like 3 weeks later, which is like random. Like, okay, what the fuck was that for? So I don't know. It's the name of the game, but um,
It's time.
cool. Anything else you want to say before you sign out?
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all the other holidays for all the other people.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Hope everybody had a great 2024, and hopefully everybody has a good start to or good momentum going into 2025.
Stay safe out there. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your family, your friends. Like, subscribe, and share.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Adios.
Happy New Year.
You're listening to Waste Your Time Wisely podcast.